So Morgan and Jack, it's really good to be with you on Zoom, and thank you for spending some time with us today and a little bit of conversation to be with the community here and to share some of your reflections on your life of faith and specifically what this season in the life of your family and the life of your partnership and your understanding of connection to community, what that all means right now. And maybe Morgan and Jack, you could say a little bit about your relationship to Westminster and where you both are right now.
I'm Morgan. I am in Minneapolis right now. We live in the North Loop neighborhood. I am a physician assistant. I work at HCMC Hospital downtown. And my husband, Jack, is currently deployed. And we have been going to Westminster for, I don't know, probably 6 years now, but we officially became members, I think, about 2.5 years ago. So we've really enjoyed our time.
Yeah, so for about the last 6 months, I left Minneapolis to head to East Africa. So I spent a majority of my time in Djibouti serving with the Minnesota National Guard, and we'll be here for about 6 more months.
Jack, you reached out in the late summer, maybe after one of our Sunday morning live stream worship services, and shared that that's a point of connection for the two of you as you're across continents and time zones that you still share in worship together.
The reason I originally reached out was just the sense of togetherness I was able to get from attending the service virtually. And while all of us are doing that in some capacity, being so far away from home in the Horn of Africa, and being able to share that time with Morgan was just incredibly impactful, and it made me bring the sanctuary wherever we end up being together and able to share that time. It's just been incredibly helpful and rejuvenating at the end of each week.
You're both part of building beloved community in your own ways during this time, and that's been our stewardship theme. And it's how do you connect to that? What does building the beloved community mean to the two of you separately and together in your shared life?
Our time apart right now has been pretty difficult for both of us, and even more challenging to do it in the middle of a pandemic and with all of the unrest in our community. And but it's also been a time for both of us to grow personally and in our marriage and our partnership together, and really strengthened our faith in God. One of the verses that you had sent in preparation for this call, the keep alert, stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong, let all that you do be done in love. That really resonated with me. For both of us, Westminster has been such a bright light in that, and giving us that sense of community and building the beloved community. Westminster has given me hope that we can come together as a community and be compassionate with one another and fight for justice and do it all in love. You guys have always been a place where we see faith in action and to build lasting change, both here locally and also with with Westminster's partnerships.
Westminster has done really well is to show that resilience, not only in quickly providing just exceptional online services and with the use of new technologies, so all of us can still share in community together. But it's the continued faith in action, like Morgan had mentioned, even through challenging kind of darker times, continuing to be that light in the community.
One thing that is very unique about Westminster too is all of the opportunities that you provide members of congregation to be part of the different ministries. And I mean, I grew up my entire life going to church and learning and listening to the pastor preach, but I never really had opportunities to get involved and help make change. And I think that's a very unique and amazing aspect that Westminster offers.
Thank you for the ways that you're putting your faith into action in your own lives and for your continued generous support of the ministries of the church. And we hold you very close in our prayers. And thank you for sharing today.